Welcome back. NBC3 News has come a long way in 75 years, from the early days of news with local legend Fred Hilligus.
I'm Fred Hilligus, your ESSA reporter, who brings you complete news.
When a newscast was only 15 minutes, to the advent of film and videotape that let our journalists get to the scene of breaking news. Plus, new technology now lets our journalists bring you the news from anywhere live.
Reporting here in the village of Camden, I'm Connor White.
Here in the center of downtown Rome.
Reporting live in Oswego, I'm Dale Ostrander.
Now NBC3 brings you more than 30 hours of news a week, along with continuous updates to our digital and social platforms. And we host town halls that go in-depth on the topics that impact our community.
But one thing that has made it all possible are the people, and people who broke barriers, like Laura Hand.
I was the first reporter in the newsroom who was a woman. Starting when I walked through the door for the first time here at NBC3, I was wearing a pantsuit. Women were not allowed to wear pants. That changed within a day.
And Jackie Robinson, the first African-American female anchor at the station.
I was so grateful for the opportunity to become the first female African-American anchor at Channel 3. And even when I started, just the opportunity that I was given, that I just wanted to be representative of my community and to tell those stories and be able to come into your home each and every night and tell you why those stories were important and how they affected you and how it was affecting the community. And I think that's what was the biggest thing, and representation was so important for people to see someone like me on the news.
News legends like Fred Hilligus paved the way for many great journalists at NBC3. Some who made their name at the network news level, such as Steve Croft, Bob Costas, and Jeff Glor, just to name a few. Investigative reporting has always been part of our DNA.
I exposed a conspiracy among trash haulers in Onondaga County.
Our trash bills got bigger. Meanwhile, something sinister was happening. Some private trash haulers were ripping off the system, until an Action News investigation in 1991 uncovered a complicated fraud and bribery scandal.
I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what you have.
Allegations that you weighted trucks.
Will you just shut that off a second, please?
Can you shut the camera off, please? We're rolling.
And the I-Team continues that tradition of holding officials accountable and being a voice for the voiceless.
The tech consultant was leading the way on a new information technology system that has bogged down over 2 years and is not operational.
Our I-Team explored a whistleblower complaint that brought serious concerns to City Hall and the State Attorney General.
As plans unraveled with the $32 million Children Rising Center last week, Wilson called the I-Team.
If you're going to tell us all this is wrong, this is going to be built, this is going to happen, come to this meeting, look at this animation.
I'm meteorologist Peter Hall. While central New Yorkers are used to snow, we have had our share of big storms and damaging thunderstorms as well. For example, the big blizzards of 66 and 93, the North Country ice storm, and the Labor Day storm of 98.
I think most of us, first of all, remember Labor Day storm of 98, okay? The derecho that came through did tremendous damage and a couple of deaths. That was probably the most memorable, arguably the most devastating. I was actually forecasting for the state fair that Sunday night, and I was on the phone with them at like 11:30, 11:35 at night, warning them this big storm was coming in. And by that time, fortunately, the concert was over, people were leaving, but there was still a lot of people around starting to tear down the concert area, okay, because the next day they were going to have the demolition derby. So I remember warning them, get everybody into, shelter, whatever, as fast as you can. It's going to come through 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then, of course, the next morning, seeing the incredible damage and hearing about the loss of life, that's number one. Over 37 years on my list was that.
And from the early days of weather wires, the technology and tools have grown by leaps and bounds, helping the Weather Authority create more accurate forecasts, keeping you better prepared for severe weather.
Live triple Doppler.
That's moving through our area this evening. But there's nothing like being out in the weather. That's why you're going to see us out here on the weather deck every show right here on NBC3. Yet another reason to trust the Weather Authority.
Now, I'll tell you firsthand and also from other folks.
When we come back, we look at what it means for NBC3 to be part of this community.
Congratulations, NBC3, on 75 years.